Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy you're here. My name is Claudia B, and today I'm going to teach you how to take your basic major chord or triad and turn it into something more elevated, more jazzy and fun. Turning this into this. And make sure to stick around to the end. I have something really exciting I want to share with you. My credentials, if you want them: I'm a full-time musician in Nashville. I make my living turning pop songs into jazzy covers, and I'm also a Berklee graduate. And I'm also pretty self-taught, so hopefully I can explain this to you in a way that is easy and that you understand. For the sake of ease, we're going to start out in C major. So our 1 is going to be C. We're going to have our 1, our root. We're going to have our 3rd, our 5th, which is G, and our octave again, which is 1. So the first way we're going to spice this up is to do something that many of you may have already heard, which is to make this chord, instead of 1 major, we're going to make it 1 major 7. So instead of finishing up with this octave on top, we're going to go to the major 7. So we're going to have C, E, G, and B. So already with that simple switch, just taking that octave note down 1/2 step, we already have some nice color to that chord. And let's go to the 4 if we're in F. We're going to do the same thing, drop that high note down 1 to E. And there you go. We're going to keep going with adding these tensions to the chord, as we like to call them. When you look at this basic voicing, you'll notice that we are repeating some notes. We have the root 3 times, 1, 2, 3, and we also have 2 times that we're playing the 5th. Playing the root is great because if you're a solo pianist, it gives context to where the chord is. But the 5th especially, we definitely don't need that twice because it doesn't color the chord at all. It doesn't really give us any information about the chord. And so while I'm going to keep it down here in my left hand, we're going to focus on this right hand, and we are going to add 2 additional tension or color notes to this chord instead of having that redundant 5th and 1 again. So we're going to take these 2 notes and we're going to move them up 2 half steps. So 1, 2. So you'll land on A and D, which is technically called the 13 and the 9. So instead of this chord, we're going to all of a sudden have this. Which, as you can hear, sounds a lot more fun, a lot more jazzy than just your basic triad. This is a great way to end a song if you're closing out. And the way I just did that was having the chord I just showed you played again 1 octave up. And another reason why that sounds so nice and pleasing to the ear is because you have a distance of 4 whole notes between here and here. And that's just kind of like a jazz technique. Okay, I'm going to show you one last way to elevate your basic major chord, and then I'm going to show you how to put those all kind of together. So we're starting back at our C major triad. We got our root, 5th, root, 3rd, 5th, root. Now we are going to take all of these top 3 notes. Instead of playing C major, we're going to go up 2 half steps to D major. You might be thinking, but we're in C. Yes, I know, but adding this D major chord on top is going to give us so much color. So in context, how does that sound? Let's say we're playing a song and we're going from the 1 to the 4. Here's the trick. And then we can end the song with the trick again. So all I'm doing there, I was playing the C major triad, adding the whole step up, D major on top of it. And if we're using it in a song, say we're going to the 4 major chord, we are going to play a whole step triad up. So we're playing G major on top of the F. And by the way, it works no matter what inversion you're in. So whether you're here, here, or here, all you're gonna do is add 2 half steps to each of these notes. So here, it would take you to G major. This inversion would take you here. This inversion would take you here. Okay, so to recap, so far we have learned how to add a major 7 to any of our chords. We have learned how to add the 13th and the 9 to our chords, sounding like this. And we've learned how to add a whole other chord on top of our original root to give us a nice jazzy sound. So instead of this, we have this. Of course, this works in any key, so let's go up 1 to D flat. Here's our major 7th. Let's go to 4. Major 7th. Now we're going to add our 13th and our 9. And of course, we're finishing up by adding our E flat major triad on top of the D flat. Okay, I really hope this video helped you and gave you a couple ideas of how to make your basic triad, your basic major chord, a little more spicy. And let me know what you want to hear next, whether it's how to reharm a song, how to make chords more interesting in a few different ways, or if you want to request a song for me to cover, all of that is on the table. If you don't mind subscribing, it's totally free. It's just one click and it would mean the world to me. And before you go, I do want to let you know that if you sign up for my mailing list starting today, you will get access to an unreleased original song that no one else has heard yet. So if you want to do that, it's totally free and the link is down here in the description. Thanks again for watching and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!